And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Gone! 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 Check! Sponge! No! Shoot! No. Check! Patriot! Detroit!
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Back there in Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Hot! Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. To throw, Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Finley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you... The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot! Detroit!
Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're going to look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it First to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Gone!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Black. 2. Go ahead.
First down. Here's Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5.
Let's go.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Gun. Black. Gun.
Now Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Barney! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And that is incomplete. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run again with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
And they'll run it here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gun.
A first down throw for Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Zebra. Through. Zebra.
On second down, Cousins again. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Two. Rhino.
Cousins again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Yo, he's in there. Yo. We're going. Let's go.
Play fake. Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Two. Hey, Clipper. Rhino. Two.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to... And got his man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Dante Pettis. 87 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball. Free and brings up third down. The Vikings on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Rhino! Wide! Through!
On play action, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Over!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And following the interception, just are you little